Dear English pages, greetings to all of you. Welcome to the platform of Fluency School of English to get ready for the race of PG TRB English examination. Fluency School of English is the wonderful diving platform for you to swim across the race, the PG TRB English examination. In this program, we are going to deal with the important short questions from the Tempest Act 1 and 2. For the uploading convenience sake, this topic has been divided into two parts. The remaining Acts 3, 4 and 5 will be uploaded in another video. The questions are the mere reversal of the gist of the Act 1 and 2 of the Tempest that has been given in the gist. You have separate videos for gist, Act 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gist. So all these questions are made from the gist. You also can frame more questions out of the gist given. Almost all the important events of the act and play have been presented here. Hope you will enjoy the travel with me. Be with me until the last. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And also don't fail to make your comments, suggestions and what you feel about this program. Feel free. Best wishes. Now starts the question. In what situation the play of the Tempest starts? Violent stop. What's the duration of the play of the Tempest? 1 day. What's on the sea when the play Tempest starts? A small ship at sea. Where ship of Alonso coming from? From Tunis in Africa. Why did the crew go to Tunis? To attend the marriage of Alonso's daughter, Claribel. Where was the marriage of Alonso's daughter? Tunis in Africa. Who is Alonso's daughter? Claribel. Who married Claribel? The Prince of Tunis. Who commands the crew to get below deck? The boatswain. Gansolo reminded the boatswain that an important passenger is there. Who is it? Alonso, King of Naples. Act 1, Scene 2. Where are Prospero and Miranda standing when the shipwreck took place? Seashore. Who were witnessing the shipwreck of Alonso's ship? Prospero and Miranda. Why does Prospero assure Miranda the safety of the passengers? Miranda begs for her father to see none on board to be harmed. Who was Prospero 12 years ago? The Duke of Milan. Why did Prospero gradually grow uninterested in politics? He turned more and more to his studies. What was the result of Prospero's negligence of his duties as Duke? Antonio usurped Prospero of his dukedom. Who usurped Prospero of his dukedom? Antonio, Prospero's brother. Who played his role in Antonio's usurpation of Prospero's kingdom? A king of Naples, Alonso, played his role in it. What was the agreement between Alonso and Antonio? Antonio was to pay an annual tribute to the king of Naples. How did King of Naples help Antonio? King of Naples helped Antonio to raise an army to march on Milan. What was the impact of Antony's usurpation, Prospero of his dukedom? Prospero was driven out. How cruel was Antonio to Prospero? Antony left Prospero and Miranda when she was below 3 in an unworthy boat and left in the sea. How old was Miranda when Prospero and she were left on the sea? 2 plus. How old was Miranda when she met Ferdinand and fell in love with him? 14 plus. Who provided them with food and clothing and books from Prospero's library? Gonzalo, an honest Neapolitan. How Miranda grows very sleepy when Prospero and she were on the seashore. Prospero charms her with his magic. Who created the storm on the sea? Prospero by his magic art. How did Ariel act during the storm? Ariel acted as the wind and the thunder and the lightning. What did Ariel do to the mariners on the ship? Ariel charmed the mariners and boatswain to sleep in the ship. How did Ariel make the ship sink? He set fire to the mast. What did Ariel do the wrecked ship? Ariel brought the ship safely to a harbor. What was Ariel's request to Prospero for his service on his master's command? Ariel reminds Prospero of his promise to set him free. Where had been Ariel before the arrival of Prospero to the island? Ariel was imprisoned in a pine tree. Who had imprisoned Ariel in a cloven pine? Sycorax, a witch. Who was Sycorax? Sycorax was a witch banished from Algiers and sent to the island long ago. Why had Ariel to be imprisoned in the cloven pine tree? Sycorax died before setting Ariel free. Who rescued Ariel from the imprisonment? Prospero. What was Prospero's new command? Ariel has to make himself a sea nymph and be invisible. Who is Caliban? Caliban, an uncivilized and disobedient servant, is son of Sycorax. Who brings Ferdinand to Prospero? Ariel, playing music and singing, brings in Ferdinand. Who is Ferdinand? King Alonso's son. Who was the first man that Miranda ever sees other than her father? Ferdinand. What's Caliban's thought about Miranda? Caliban wants to consume her and breed his generation by her and fill the island. How does Ferdinand identify himself to Miranda? As a Prince of Naples. What's Prospero's warning to Ferdinand? Prospero warns Ferdinand about Miranda's virginity and not to break her hymen. Why Ferdinand draws his sword against Prospero? When Prospero tells Miranda that he is going to imprison Ferdinand, he draws his sword to fight against Prospero. Why does Prospero calm Ferdinand? How does Prospero calm Ferdinand? Prospero charms Ferdinand with his magic power so that he cannot move. What's Ferdinand command by Prospero to do? To carry woods like Caliban. What's Miranda's reaction when she sees Ferdinand carrying wood? She requests her father to show mercy upon Ferdinand. What is Miranda's reaction when Prospero refuses to grant her request? She offers to come to help him.